see how this one goes. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium in Auburn, Alabama. And boy, do we have a fun one ahead. Top 10 team, target on their back, going on their road and right into the snake pit. It's the Miami Hurricanes and the Auburn Tigers. Along with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. Let's go down to our sideline reporter, Holly Rowe.
Hey guys, checking in pregame with the Miami head coach. He is concerned going to an environment like this, one of the best crowds in all of college football. They make it loud and frenetic. He has talked to his quarterback and his center about having a high level of communication here on the road. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. Can't wait to see how this one unfolds. And the Canes will kick off first, and here we go. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Running inside, it's Cobb. Few things on offense as reliable as a tough power back as he plows his way ahead to the 33.
I like this idea by the offense going hurry up here. You just had a very nice run. Let's get back up to the line of scrimmage and go fast.
Movement on the offense, and they'll lose 5 yards on the penalty. They'll take the penalty and move them back. That false start will just increase the degree of difficulty at 2nd and 7. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a first down. The Tigers headed quickly to the line.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. Incomplete. They fought for it, but it just squirted harmlessly to the ground.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
From the gun, it's Cobb. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's first down. The Tigers are rolling down the field.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense is doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
Play action on first down. Oh, pressure's coming. And he'll just get rid of that one.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket. Nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Brown will throw it. This time it's complete. And they'll finally shove him out of bounds after a strong run. And the Tigers go back to work after moving the chains through the air.
A nice passing game by this offense. The quarterback and the receiver on the same page, in time, in rhythm, creates the big play. And look at them. They're right back on the football, ready to run another play.
Using his feet. Tackle is made at the 27. Let's give him 10 yards on the play, and it is enough for a first down.
And as a defensive guy, man, when you play a QB like this, that will take off and run and has the speed to make you pay, it just limits what you can do. It limits the amount of coverages. It just makes you play a lot more hesitant. And you can see right there, man, the guy's got speed. Interested to see how this defense continues to attack this QB.
And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Really need to find a productive play this time on second and long. Back to throw, and they've got to go a long way. Picked off, and the opening drive is stuck with an interception. Not the way you want to start your first drive, and the defense forces a turnover. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking for a crease. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
Not overly complicated, not something the OC spent the whole summer designing. I take the ball and I toss it to my fast guy, get him on the perimeter, block it up good. My wide receivers commit to blocking, and boom, make a big play.
Get a big play like that last one, you flip the field, you change the momentum. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 38. To the ground, he's got it again.
And I go back to him again too, man. I mean, just the big play, the play before, and they say, why not? Try it again, get it to their running back, try to create some space. Better job by the defense being gap sound, coming downhill, not letting him break tackles and make a big play.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Finds his man. It's Lofton. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that 1st down marker.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd down manageable, really putting this offense in a good position.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on 3rd down. He's got him in the flat. Really strong job by the defense. A negative play on 3rd down. Well, they were counting on winning the one-on-one battle. They got the completion, but the yardage didn't work out.
Yeah, and a lot of times, man, that's what I do on short yardage situation. 3rd and short, make my guy fall forward for a couple yards, try to get the 1st down, but it was a good tackle, and the receiver got absolutely nowhere after the catch.
And the kicker delivers the 3 ball to finish off the drive. And the first points of the day come on that field goal. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this.
Snags it and he's open. He'll walk and weave his way all the way up to the 45 before going out of bounds.
And when you run these drag routes, it's super important that your quarterback can really use his eyes. Don't lock in where everybody's going to start looking at you and seeing what's coming. Does a good job, drops back, sees it, and the most important part, puts the ball out in front so he can catch it, get upfield, and make some extra yards after the catch.
Give him 9 on that one, sets up a 2nd and 1. Auburn lines up quickly.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
Linebackers moving, trying to confuse the quarterback. Right back to the well. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
How aggressive might this play call be on 3rd and short from the 46? Burrowing for yardage. And he needed 1 yard, and he didn't get it. The defense won the battle up front.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Needing a conversion, Auburn comes to the line on 4th.
Blue 22.
Looking for the marker. And he's brought down, but he picks up the 1st down, and the gamble pays off. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. From that spot on the field, you're going to go for 4th and inches every time, but, I mean, you could argue that 4th and inches, you ought to go for it almost all of the time.
I 100% agree. We're definitely going for this, and listen, let's play some offense. Let's just have high octane. Let's put some points on the board. We're not kicking field goals. We're not punting. We're trying to score touchdowns.
Really nice job by the defender knocking that one away in man coverage. And he knew coming into this one that he was going to get attacked and they were going to throw his way. So he's showing you right now. He is dialed in, locked in. Really nice job on that coverage.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Follows his blocks. It's Cobb. And a good, solid pickup there before the defense knocks him down.
Listen, you got to be able to know what play to call and what hole to go through. Like the line blocks for a certain hole. Good job getting through the hole, getting what was blocked, getting a nice positive gain, making your situation really good on the next down.
Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. Drives inside. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead as we get a look at the numbers so far. They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. The Tigers will call a timeout. That's their first. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. First play of the period, 1st down here. Motion from the wideout. Selling the run, but he wants to throw it. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And that's a really good job by this defense. A complete defensive effort. When the back end makes the quarterback hold the football a little longer than he wants to, and then the pass rush gets home, hits him, and forces the incompletion.
Long way to go on 2nd down. The give on the counter. It's a fumble on the play. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. I don't know if it was luck or aggression or just a fortuitous bounce, but at least they've got the ball back.
Well, one thing I do know, Reese, this running back has got to do a better job with ball security. Cannot turn the football over and expect to win this game. They're very lucky they were able to jump on top of that one.
Stay up, stay up.
Brown wants to pass. Rushes on. He's going to take off. Got enough space. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
What an example of this quarterback just putting his offense on his back. Drop back, wanted to throw the ball downfield, nobody open, no problem. Extend the play, buy himself some time, and then take off with his legs to score that touchdown.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and what a way to finish it off with a 21-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They'll start this drive with a chance to regain the lead down 7-3. Sees a crease. He breaks a tackle. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1. Myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Motion from the wide receiver. Quick give. It's Fletcher. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
It's a game of 1st downs, and they've got one out to their own 37.
Love the call here going RPO on 3rd down, and obviously you're giving your quarterback choices, but the defense gave them a look that was conducive to handing that football off. So good decision by the quarterback and nice push up front.
The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Caught in the backfield, it's Lofton. At midfield, he's got room. Makes the catch, and he's free. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
Man, that is exactly how you execute an RPO. Like, quick read, get the ball out of your hand, get it to your receiver in space really quickly, on target, and you can make big plays. They made that RPO look so smooth and so effortless.
And the Hurricanes look to keep this drive humming. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And he got 5 yards on the play, 2nd and 5 coming.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm right now.
Picked up 5 on that last pass play. Now it's 2nd and 5. Mensah. Keeping his eyes downfield. Oh, he's got some space. They make the stop, but what a job on the scramble to get loose and pick up that 1st down.
Man, that's so frustrating, and it happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. He pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
Now down to the 12-yard line. It's 1st down. Linebackers shuffling around, trying to keep the quarterback from getting a read. Pulls and fires complete to the right. Touchdown, Hurricanes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them up by a field goal. That is an efficient drive. 7 plays, 75 yards. And the score comes on a 12-yard touchdown pass. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Auburn offense. They'll open this drive, hoping to move it down the field. A touchdown would give them the lead. Turning it on! The 50. The 30. The 20. He's at the touchdown. Tigers rolling into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Just hand it to him and let him do the work, man. Over 100 yards on the first half. That big, explosive play. That will do you. That will get you almost there. When you get handed off to a guy like this and he can take it the distance, it makes play calling for an offensive guy, it's so much fun. It's easy. Hand it to him, he gone.
And the extra point is good, and it's a 4-point lead. That kind of drive will boost your confidence. One play, hit the big pass, put a touchdown on the board. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. Back and forth we go on these last couple of drives, David. Everybody moving the ball.
Man, these offenses are in a rhythm. Everything they're doing right now is working, a lot of scoring. This puts a lot more pressure on your offense, Palmer, when you walk on the field.
And at this point, too, David, which defense can break serve, right? Who can get a stop? That's what it feels like is going to be the determining factor in this game.
It's 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Wide receiver comes in motion. The pull and throw off the RPO. Makes the grab, down immediately. He picks up a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him. Put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Short completion on 1st down, and here they are with 2nd and 8. The run inside. It's Fletcher. He'll move it ahead, and a good productive play on the ground. A quick break in the action here as they tend to the injured Hurricane. That is the senior running back who's slow to get up. Holly will keep an eye on things on the sideline for us. This Auburn crowd trying to conjure up a little magic here on 3rd down. RPO complete. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
Yeah, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding it.
Look out! Avoids the pressure and gets away. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Down to 2 minutes to play in the half. The referee signal for the 2-minute timeout. How about this DB turning on the Jets and getting the first sack of the game for this defense?
And that is how you come from the secondary with authority. Come with some speed, some vitriol, some hate. Just get to the quarterback, get him on the ground. Nice job by the secondary getting to the quarterback.
The Hurricanes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Throwing, Mensah. Here comes the heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
You got to love the aggressive nature this defense is playing with right now, and you're seeing the athletes and the dudes they've got up front. A sack on the last play. They hit the quarterback on this last one. Now third down, you know they're going to be pinning their ears back.
They'll try to move the sticks with Brown. They make the tackle, and it's short of the marker. It'll be fourth down.
And this defense has got to be jacked up, man. They finally forced the fourth down, right? They've gotten a couple of first downs, got some things going, but I think it's decision time for this offense. And this D's got to do it one more time, right? They've got to get another play, a big fourth down stop here to get some of that momentum and get the football back.
And he'd hope to pin him deep. Instead, it will be a touchback. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Movement from the linebackers trying to mess with the offensive line's assignments. Straight ahead, it's Cobb. There he goes. The 50. He's at the 40. He's at the 20. And they get him out of bounds after an explosive run, just chewing up yardage along the way. They're looking to pass from the red zone. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to fight another play.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Hits inside, it's Cobb. Couldn't fight his way out of his grasp.
And sometimes for the defense, it just takes one play, right, to create some momentum. Obviously, this guy's been eating him up. He's got over 100 yards rushing on the day. But finally, David, they get something positive here in the run game defensively.
But you kind of know that coming in. He's going to get his. Such a great back, and he's had a great day. Need to put more plays together like that right there.
Third and long right here. Brown will throw it. And the third down pass is incomplete.
Good job by this defense, man. They've given up some yards and some plays on this drive, but they didn't lose focus. They stayed dedicated to what they're doing, and a great job on third down, forcing the fourth down here, and hopefully the field goal attempt.
He splits the uprights. Now up by 7 points here in the second.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but, man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Sells the run, looking to pass. Looking down the middle. And he throws down the gut of the defense. It's incomplete.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Second and long here. Here's Mensah to throw. He unleashes a long one. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
And that's why as quarterbacks, you cannot telegraph the pass. You cannot stare down your receivers because these defenders, they're watching. And that defender knew exactly where the QB was going with that football, and that's why he picked it off.
They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Brown wants to pass. Fires to the right. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll need a bunch on second down. Sees some running room. Breaks into the open. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Auburn calls it second of 3 timeouts. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. Now a first down from the 45-yard line.
Ready?
Fresh center downs going to the air. Trying to burn this defensive back. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, if I'm this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down.
Blue, top. Space limit.
Running inside. It's Pop. Maybe a crease. Running inside the 20. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. The Tigers spin their third and final timeout. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. Auburn comes to the line with a first and goal. Brown will throw it. Touchdown Tigers! The sure hands in the end zone, and he has 6.
And they trust their QB to execute like they have the whole first half, and he delivers, and they build on this lead and build their momentum going into halftime.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Offense has enough time to get off a play before we head to the half. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Going over the top. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
This is going to be a tough situation for the offense here. Late in the first half, they're trying to find a way to generate some points before going into the locker room, but the defense is ready for it. So the windows are not going to be very big, especially when you're trying to attack vertically like they did on that last one. Downfield completions are going to be tough to come by.
So that's going to do it here in the first half. Stay tuned for the halftime break. They're lined up and ready to kick off this second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Grabbed over the middle, it's Vaughn. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on second down here.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
And the Canes come to the line. This situation, you might see a shot play. Mensah. That one just came off his hand badly.
And how loud is it in this building? This is crazy. These fans are going absolutely nuts. And I used to love when the fans got involved, and I'm on defense because it messes with the snap count, it messes with the communication, and it can really rattle an offense.
Oh, this crowd wants it. They want to roll Toomer's corner, but right now they want to stop on third down. Again, it's Brown. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
And the Canes are moving quickly down the field. They run the reverse. Oh, that did not go as planned except for the defense. They were right there to make the big stop.
Well, the offense is trying to go with the trick play, and they're dialing up the reverse, but the defense had great eye discipline. They tracked the football from the running back to the receiver, and they were able to rally to him and make a big tackle for a loss.
The Canes now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. Throwing, Mensah. Turns up, it's Brown. Stopped right there.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
And this offense just has to find a way to convert this third down, or else they are really in trouble. Out wide right, it's Brown. Just what they'd hoped for on third down as they've got a first at the 32.
And that's a nice job by this offense. They got to find a way to continue to string good plays together. They've had a few, but they haven't put 3, 4, 5, 6 together, putting a drive like this together. Now, let's go pay this thing off and punch it in the end zone.
And the Hurricanes come to the line with a new set of downs. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Snap to the back. Brown again. He's stopped.
And after your defense just went out there and gave them a touchdown and let them build the lead more, you really need to come out with this drive and answer. And the running game is not in. They were ready for that. Going to have to create some explosive plays through the passing game.
Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Here's Mensah to throw. Not just a first down, he wants a touchdown. Throw into the end zone, and it's picked off.
Hey, guys, I tell you what, man, they went into half. They were ready to rock and roll to start this second half. They put a nice drive together, and then it's just about managing the game, right? Don't take points off the scoreboard. I start to get an area where I'm in field goal range. I'm getting ready to score a touchdown. Be smart with the football. He gets just a little greedy, and the defense makes him pay.
And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They'd love nothing more than to take advantage of that early second half turnover and cash in and tack a little bit more onto this lead. Tells the run, wants to pass. And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13.
And I think this team knew going into halftime trailing, their defense was going to have to step up here in the second half. And on the very first play of the 3rd quarter, they get a sack. That is good news for this defense.
The give on the counter. Good surge up front. Give him 4 out to the 18.
And we talked about this guy coming into the game, man. He's a dude. Like, he's a guy that they're going to feature, they're going to give the football to. He's so good with the ball in his hand, so why would you not hand it to him as much as possible? They're doing it early, and he's getting some chunk yardage. This defense, they knew about him, but now they're finding out about him.
Brown wants to pass. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Stopped at the 27 and well short of the first down marker. Needed to get it to the 30, and it's 4th down. Auburn sends out the punting unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. On the return. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions. But I think I stay aggressive with this offense. I get back to what I did in the first part of that drive that made me successful.
I agree, David. Just turn the page if you're a quarterback, right? On this drive, you did a lot of good things there leading up to that pick. Forget about it, move on, play the next play.
They can really be aggressive after that last play. It's 2nd and 3. One more time, it's Brown. Defense all over him.
And coming out in the second half, this offense, they needed to establish this run game. They needed to get something going. They're losing. They've got to find a way to get a flow, to get a rhythm. And so far here to start this second half, defense picking up where it left off.
Guys, this offense is already reeling down multiple possessions. Really need to cash in on this drive. Looking to move the chains. They throw it complete to the left. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
That's a great play by the defense. They've got the lead by a lot here in the third quarter, and the offense is trying to run at them, and they just completely blew that thing up. Big tackle for loss. They've now put him in an obvious passing situation. Expect them to pin their ears back, try to get after the quarterback here.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. The screen, and watch out. Nowhere to go, and not much to show for that one.
Great effort by the defense here. Offense trying to go wide receiver screen. How about the speed on defense rallying to the football?
Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on 3rd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. They'll flip it out to the back on the screen. They knock him down behind the line, and the defense finishing this third quarter in style. That's the end of the period, and Auburn has the lead. A quick pause here to look at the numbers as they are threatening to pull away in this game. And we're just about ready to go with the final quarter. The Hurricanes will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. A soaring high punt with serious hang time. Not a lot of room to field this one. Taken down right away. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. So working with a lead here, they'd like to put together a long, time-consuming drive and put this thing away. Good job to toss that ball out of bounds and avoid the loss. Long way to go on 2nd down. They'll try it on the ground, running the counter. All over him immediately.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
They come to the line facing 3rd and long from the 25. Brown will throw it. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Not all drops are equal, and those are frustrating, man. Those are the ones where you're going to move the sticks. Nice job seeing the middle of the field come open. The first down marker's right there, and that's a big, costly drop for this offense.
They booted away. Trying to make one miss. Returns like that are why you don't settle for the fair catch if you don't have to. Picks up just a little bit of yards to help out the O. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here.
And these RPOs always put the defense in a bind. But listen, you give up the run, they get a short little gain, no harm, no foul.
Second and long here. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Pringle. Inside the 45. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
A give to Brown. Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Catch in the middle. It's Lofton. And he gets the first down, but man, did he get the hit stick laid on his noggin.
And this offense is going to have to be aggressive, right? Down a couple possessions, got to continue to get these first downs, move quick, don't be in a hurry, but they've got to keep the accelerator down because they need some explosive plays.
From the gun, it's Brown. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line and a big red zone opportunity here.
Well, they're going RPO. Nice job handing it off and really good vision there, just getting what he can get, right? Puts his foot in the ground, gets forward, helps this offense find positive points.
Just feeds the running back. Wrestled to the ground, but he's inside the 10 and down to the 9.
And those plays from a defensive perspective, man, they're just super annoying because now I'm in the worst spot ever. 3rd and manageable. Like, I don't know if you're passing, don't know if you're running. So nice job by this offense keeping this defense off balance and creating a 3rd down opportunity that's in their favor.
Bulldozes his way through. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1.
And I'm not surprised with the run, and I'm not going to be surprised if they run it again, right? This offense now set up. They've put a drive together, 1st and goal. Who can be more physical? The line of scrimmage is critically important when the field starts to shrink. Let's see who can bow up and make a play here.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Hurricane! The AT unit on the field. And the extra point is good as they close to within a touchdown, 24-17. So that's a 60-yard touchdown drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. That last score the defense allowed made it a 1-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They'll run the RPO and fire to the right. Across the 35, out of bounds at the 36, and a really good pickup as they're starting to move.
And this offense, you can tell, just still feeling confident. Like, they have the lead. It's the fourth quarter. First down, that's not a running play. That's a passing play. They're really in a rhythm, feeling good about themselves.
Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one.
At this point of the game, the offense has the lead, and the offensive coordinator knows they want to keep running the football. So he's going back, he's looking at his playlist, and he's saying, which runs work the best for me in this game? What can I lean on right here to make sure we win this one?
They'll probably bleed every second possible off this clock before they snap it.
Ready. Red 18.
They'll move the tight end. The give as they work on that clock. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49.
And that's what this offense needs, man. They need to do this, but they need to put several together. Back-to-back punts on their last two possessions. A lot of times that can wear your defense out, right? Playing so many snaps. This offense just keep being focused, executing on third down, putting some drives together. Next thing you know, you'll look up and you'll have points on the scoreboard.
Rush right in his face. And it's intercepted. A huge fourth quarter play for this defense. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but the great return to give the offense tremendous field position. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. What a huge play, what a huge mistake that was with that last interception. And now this offense has a chance late. Big collision there, and they'll mark him down after a 6-yard gain.
Love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. Six-yard pickup on first down leaves them with 2nd and 4. Mensah throws to the wideout. Got his man. What a nice connection. Knocked down immediately, and they've got it at the 25. Trying to get everybody set with the clock still running. Fresh set of downs going up top. Fires to the wideout. Can't hold on in the face of the contact.
With this situation in the game, trailing with not a lot of time left, I understand going to the sideline to try and save clock, but you've got 3 timeouts in your back pocket. Don't be afraid to use those. You can attack the middle of the field, use the timeouts to save the clock that way.
They don't need a bunch on 2nd down. Gonna run it. It's Pringle. Oh, he's got some space. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Miami. And they take it in for 6 more points. Big point after here, looking for the tie late. And that extra point was good, and we are deadlocked here in the 4th. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And it was closed out by the fantastic 25-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line. Brown wants to pass. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
I think a lot of people were curious what the strategy would be tied this late in the game with this field position. Do you play it safe? Do you play it for OT? I think you just got the answer right there. This coaching staff believes in this quarterback to make the throws to put their offense in position to win this game late.
Maybe some room here. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
All right, you're at a point in the game now where you've got to go. You need to get down the field and score points. I'm all for running the football, but in this part of the field, you now got to start kicking it into overdrive, start taking some shots and gaining up some yards.
Tackled after a short gain. It'll be 2nd and 9.
And that's luxury for this offense to be in right now. They don't have to be in so much of a hurry. They can still run the football, be successful. Great chance right here knocking on the door to take the lead.
2nd down to the air. They're all over him. They got him. Great pressure by this defense. So Miami signals for a timeout. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. Ball's at the 29. Defense can taste getting off the field. It's 3rd and long.
Ready. Move 30. Spade eat. Spade eat.
Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Hey, this offense has been a struggle bus. I mean, just call it like it is, guys. It hasn't been good, especially the passing game. And I'll tell you what, QB's played better games before, and I'm interested to watch. Can he stay positive? Can he finish this game off on a good note?
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. He'll try to really get into this one. Trying to take it back. They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. They'll snap it from the 37 for the first play of this drive. Throwing, Mensah. Stepping to the right. The throw. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
And they spread them out. And the defense, you got to kind of pick your poison, right? It's hard to go man across the board. It's to pressure the QB, so they play it safe, they go zone. And it's nice to have a running back. They can line up in the slot, read the zone, kind of sit down and understand where to be. QB throws the strike, he makes the catch. Nice job being on the same page.
Just gets rid of the football, nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's the 4th quarter, and you got to be so careful as a quarterback when you're throwing it over the middle of the field right now because these windows are really small. He's very lucky that last one was not picked off.
Unloads to the wideout. Timed that hit perfectly to keep it from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
Decisions, decisions, decisions. If you're the quarterback right now, that's the most important thing. You cannot put the football in harm's way. Tie football game late, but with these timeouts in your back pocket, you've got an opportunity to drive the field and win this thing. You just cannot throw the ball to the other team.
That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go.
I think the frustrating thing for this offense at this point is they've had a lot of success, and still they find themselves down on the scoreboard. And so I think if you're going to get back in this game, you've got to go back to the well. Think about the play calls that have worked for you in this game, where you found success, where you found your explosive plays. Don't be afraid to call those plays again right now in this 2-minute situation.
The timeout stops the clock with 10 seconds to play. And the Canes will line up to punt it away. Trying to play a little field position with that high punt. Fair catch is collected at the 24, and that's where they'll start this drive. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. Brown will throw it. It's incomplete, and the clock strikes 0, and we are headed to overtime. All right, guys, so here we go in overtime, and just to refresh everyone's memory, alternating possession starting on the opponent's 25.
And it's so nice to be on defense first, just to set the tone, to understand what you need. Try to hold them to a field goal. The offense knows they can do their job to go out and get a win. Just 2 possessions, Palmer, like you got to be at your best.
Yeah, and I love the new rules, too, because in the 3rd overtime possession, it goes to alternating 2-point plays, back and forth. Who's got anything left in the tank here in OT?
First play of the first possession of OT. They'll go to the counter. Turning it on. Pass, got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Canes. And they grab the lead here in overtime. This extra point would give them a 7-point lead in OT. And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. They know what's in front of them. They have to answer that score with a touchdown. Off play action on first down. And he drops it just a little too slippery in the hands.
Well, I don't know if the big fella got freaked out because he was so wide open on that play, but that is a catch he has got to make for his quarterback.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Quick give. It's Cobb. A 3-yard gain there. It'll be 3rd and 7.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
3rd down in overtime, and they need to get it to the end zone. Brown wants to pass. Good timing on the quick out. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down.
I mean, good news here, they get the completion. Bad news, though, not enough to pick up the first down. The target there, he's got to do a better job understanding where the first down marker is, make sure he gets the right depth on his route. Now, all of a sudden, head coach has a big decision to make.
Fourth down to keep their chances alive in overtime. The play fake. Under pressure. They get to him as he throws. And they pick it off. You can't give it away in overtime. And that will put a stamp on it. A game-deciding play as they seal it with a pick. versus unranked battle coming up here, and you know how chaos can ensue if they start smelling an upset. It's the Auburn Tigers and the Miami Hurricanes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thank you, guys. I have checked in with the Tigers head coach here pregame, bringing his team in on the road against a very good team, ranked in the top 25. They have everything it takes to compete. This is a big matchup that fans are excited to see, but he said we have to execute early and eliminate mistakes at the line of scrimmage. Back to you.
Holly, thank you. This ought to be a tremendous matchup. Auburn will kick off to get us underway. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here's Mensah to throw. Right down the middle. Makes a connection. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
And, man, that's not a surprise that they come to their go-to guy early. This is an offense that's so much fun to watch, and it's because they know who they are. They know how to get the ball to their playmakers. And on the first drive, Palmer, get your guy a touch, get him involved. You know receivers got some feelings, Jesse. I love that they're getting him lathered up and a touch early in this football game.
Yeah, he's definitely one of those guys who feels like he's open every single play, so it is a good idea to get him going early. For the defense, that's a bit of a jab in the face right there, because you came into this game, you know who's going to get the ball. You know where they're throwing it. You've got to do a better job now disguising your coverages to try and limit him and take him away as much as possible. I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
And the Canes can really attack on this second and short. Knocked down in the backfield, 2 yards behind the line.
And that's a great job by the defense, understanding exactly the situation, understanding to stay home, play sound, no matter who gets the football. We're going to run to the football hard. We're going to cage the football, be disciplined. Nice job by the defense.
Third and 6 yards to go. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44. We asked earlier this week, who's your favorite receiver? And, of course, he said the open one. But we know who he really wants to go to on third down.
The best one. I mean, I think the open one, obviously the politically correct answer, but you want to find the guy that you got that great chemistry with. You know exactly where he's going to be. You got that bond and that trust.
Tight end now in motion. Using his legs, it's Fletcher. Might have picked up a couple on that one before he was knocked down.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Mensah. Oh, pressure's coming. And down he goes. The defense bringing the heat.
Well, he had nowhere to go with the ball, guys, and the defense is in nickel. Great job by the DBs in coverage. No receivers open.
They need a huge play on 3rd and long. They send the tight end in motion. Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Got a man in the middle. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
And you see these so much more in college football now. Decisions on fourth down. Listen, when it's fourth and short and you got a chance to establish yourself, especially physically at the line of scrimmage, field goals are great, but touchdowns win games. And so this first drive, man, assert yourself, be physical, get this fourth down.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Looking for a huge play. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force a turnover on downs.
Coaches talk about it all the time. We're going to be aggressive. Well, they were aggressive on that first drive. They go for it on fourth down. No dice. Now you put your defense on the field. I like the aggressiveness, but now you got to deal with some of the consequences.
The run inside. It's Cobb. He'll be brought down quickly after a very short game.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. Intercepted. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Man, that's not the attempt you wanted to start the game. First pass of the game, interception. Man, this is where you go to the sidelines. You have a good talk with your coach. You settle down. It's not the end of the world. It's one pass, but that is not the start he had in mind today.
Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. That last drive was promising at times, but stalled out, and they turned it over on downs, Jesse.
I think they got to do a better job here, just being better early in the downs, on first down finding positive plays.
Yeah, and it's frustrating when you move the football and get stopped on the other side of the field and get no points, but they've had some success, and I like the aggressiveness. They just got to cash some of these drives in.
Well, this guy shot out of the cannon. 2 catches on the opening drive, and finally going back to him again. This time, they don't hook up, but he's a guy that needs to touch the football often, and I think this offense has to keep trying to find ways to get him involved.
Hit and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together. I love it.
And now the nightmare of every offensive coordinator, 3rd and 10. Throwing, Mensah. Rushes on. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, this is a disappointing drive for the offense, considering where this drive started in their opponent territory. Now you're 4th and long. You've got to be better throwing the football in those types of situations.
Kick is in the air. They're field this one in tight quarters. They stop him immediately, flying down the field, and get to him before he can even get started. First play of this drive comes from the 14-yard line. Handed to the back. There's some daylight. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
The defense wins that one, and the offensive line was challenged by their coaching staff coming into this game to try and get push up front and establish the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to do a better job running than that if they're going to win this one.
Long way to go on second down. Brown wants to pass. Looking for a deep man. Oh, he had it and he dropped it. Almost one of those big plays he's known for. It'll be third down.
You just wonder if the quarterback's trying to get it all back after throwing a pick the last time out. This time, that was not a good read. The defender was all over that throw. He should have intercepted that, but thanks to the drop, the offense stays on the field. This quarterback has got to take a breath, and he's got to settle himself down.
On third and long, he's going to have to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up fourth down.
Man, those sting, man. Third down, the money down. Your guy's got to come through. You had a good play called. Receiver there to make a play. He's just got to catch the football. Those hurt on any down, but especially third down.
Punt is in the air. On the return. Little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47. Straight ahead, it's Fletcher. They were all over it.
What a great play by the linebacker. Do you talk about filling a hole? Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Here's Mensah to throw. Caught behind the line. It's Fletcher. No siree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
Darian Mensah from the gun on third down. Quickly to the tight end. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
Now, fourth down. Number 94 on to kick it away.
It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Scoreless as we head into the second quarter. The Canes will try to pin them back with the punt. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. What a terrible, terrible shank. Signals for the fair catch, and that's where they'll put it in play just outside the 20. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line. Auburn to the line in a hurry.
And the offense has a little bit of success, and what do? They push that turbo button right back on the line, ready to run another play.
Keep it on the ground. Couldn't find a lane. A pickup of 1 to the 31. Big third down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Right at the line. That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss. Auburn sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. We'll see if they can be a little more productive this time around. A 3-and-out the last time they had the ball. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. Unloads to the wideout. Can't hang on, and he'll tell you he really should have made that catch, and he had an opportunity right in the middle. It'll be second down.
Yeah, and listen, that dude is a dude. I get it. I mean, he's an absolute stud, and I want to find ways to get him the football, but maybe not force feed him in that situation when he's got two guys on him.
Second and long here. He'll set up to throw. Picked off. What a play to set him up.
Who says defensive backs don't have hands? Nice job breaking on the football and making the catch. A lot of times you see guys swat it down or you see them trying to catch it. It looks like they have two left hands. Defensive backs don't catch real well. Nice job breaking on the football. Nice job securing the INT and actually catching it.
Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They had to punt last time they had it. Highly unlikely that'll happen here, barring utter disaster. Great field position. Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. He sends 3 receivers right, maybe looking for man coverage on the left on 2nd and 5.
And you're seeing the offense now mix up the tempos. After a successful run, they're now going hurry up.
Right side, it's Kane. Makes the catch, but goes no further, and it'll be a short pickup on that one. The Tigers come to the line needing just inches for the first down. Snap it to the back. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
It was so important this offense was able to find a way to get in the rhythm, and the running game is now helping that. 2 straight punts on their previous 2 drives. This drive, though, they're having a little bit more success. Big reason why is this running back. He's been able to find some creases to run through, and it's really helping out this offense.
Brown will throw it. Fires to the wideout. That one's not even close.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
They'll need a bunch on 2nd down. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Unloads to the wideout. got him downfield. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Tigers! Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. And they finish things up with a dart from 24 yards out.
Number 38, set to kick it away.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. They're looking for something, looking for anything to try to put some kind of score on the board, down 7-0. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Mensah escapes the pressure to his right. He's going to run it. They'll force him out of bounds after a solid pickup on the play.
And I think this is important for this defense. This will be a big key in the football game. Like, I got to limit the damage from that guy because that's a QB that's dynamic and he can make so many big plays. I got to string him out. I got to make him to get to the sideline. But I will say this. I do want to hit him at the end of the runs. I don't want to let him out of bounds and let him get free carries. I want it to be physical.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Takes the easy throw in the flat. He's not going to make it. What a job by this defense to stop him in his tracks. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
And I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
He got nothing on the return. Outstanding job there. So here comes the Auburn offense. They stuck the last drive in the end zone. They'll try to follow suit here. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on 1st down. Almost picked off.
Man, the defense is making it tough on this quarterback early. They already have an interception. They almost came away with another one there. They're doing a great job reading his eyes and breaking on the ball.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on 2nd down. Brown wants to pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. They'll tell you that somebody's always going to pop open, but it didn't happen in time before they got the sack.
No, it did not. And you know what? I'm going to remember this. I'm going to remember zone defense. They didn't really have an answer. They weren't ready to get rid of the football. Quarterback hesitated. I got to him and got him on the ground. Might be a good call later on in the game.
On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And he feels the heat coming in and burns him up. Another sack.
This is a tough part of the field. You want to try to create some space and give yourself an opportunity not to throw out of your own end zone. They didn't hold up in protection. They give up the sack, but thank goodness they didn't give up a safety.
Sometimes avoiding disaster is the best thing. The punter just gets it out of there. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. A little too anxious to get started on the outside, and that's a false start. And the penalty accepted, and they'll move him back. You give away 5 like that, it's hard enough to make first downs. 1st and 15 here. Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. Handoff to the single back. Nice run to pick up his way for good yardage there. Clock stops. We have reached the 2-minute timeout, and they've got a chance to lock this thing up before the break. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Pulls it on the option. And he's brought down after a short gain.
Yeah, and it's a nice job by this defense understanding, listen, that QB is a threat. And they're going to run all kinds of options, and he's going to run the football. They were dialed in and got that sucker to the ground.
They'll have to push the ball down the field here on 3rd and long. He's going to change things up against this defensive look. On the run, it's Fletcher. He's got enough. Across the 25, he's got room. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st down.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge gain? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
Hits inside, it's Brown.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
Long way to go on 2nd down. Throwing, Mensah. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
That's a good example there of complementary defense. The DBs and linebackers are playing zone, they're playing their spaces, and they force the QB to have to hold the ball, try to work through his progressions, and then the pass rush, they win up front.
The offensive line's got to get it together, giving up a sack on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. They'll run the screen. There he goes. Brought down at the 10-yard line, and a nifty pickup after the grab on that one. So Miami signals for a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Going to the run, it's Fletcher. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here. The Canes will go ahead and call that 2nd timeout. And they'll still have 1 in their pocket for what's left in this 1st half. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Here's Mensa to throw. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12. They get the timeout called here, and probably just enough time for one more snap to put up points before the half. And as the first half draws near to a close, here comes the field goal unit. Dead center perfect. And they'll trot off to the locker room after the field goal to close the half. We are just about ready to start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. They go to work in the third quarter with the lead, but they have had a little trouble keeping their quarterback upright.
Yeah, and you have the lead, you're positive, but the offensive line coach is definitely going to be upset. And the offensive coordinator, listen, I don't want my guy getting...
Gashing the D on the right. The 30, the 20, inside, into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn!
And how about the tight end showing off the athletic ability? Does a great job in the blocking game. Now, when you need to make a big play in the passing game, you just turn him loose, throw him the football, and he can make big plays like he did right here.
And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So this second half didn't exactly start the way they had hoped on defense, and now the offense will try to answer with a score of its own. Breaks into the open. He's inside the 40. The 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Hurricane. They're going to go ahead and go for two here and try to make it a field goal game. Here's Darian Mensa to throw. He's got it. Two-point conversion is good, and now they're within a field goal.
And that's a sneaky big two-point conversion right there by this offense. Like, cutting the lead now. They're only down by 3. I think this is big because you put some game pressure now on the other side of the football. This offense now knows they have to come out here, score some points, or this could get interesting.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. Tigers sending out their offense ready to get this drive started. Boy, that last touchdown, the one-play quick strike score. Jesse, this offense hoping to keep that kind of explosiveness going.
And I don't know if they're going to get the same looks defensively because of just how explosive that play was, Reese. David, they may be seeing a little bit more off coverage on this drive and maybe some softer boxes to run into.
And when you make that kind of explosive play, you're going to put the defense on its heels. They're going to be a little bit more conservative. So this offensive approach now, maybe I won't have to go deep. I can go a little bit shorter and just make those easy plays underneath.
They'll run him again. Taken down.
Well, the defense was trailing going in at halftime, and I think they made some adjustments against the run. They want to slow this guy down. That's a really nice start to the second half if you're on defense.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. Brown will throw it. Going long. Goes high to pull it in. Across midfield, down to the 41-yard line is a huge play as this offense rolling. Here comes Auburn to the line on 1st and 10. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Auburn lines up quickly.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
They'll ride him again. Moves it forward just a bit, a pickup of 1 to the 35.
And we knew the linebackers were the strength of this defense, but coming in the offense, man, they felt really good about their running back. And so far, man, it's been a fun matchup to watch, but advantage to these guys that have been filling gaps, scraping, getting to the football, making plays. This linebacker unit really held down this rushing attack that they usually hang their hat on.
In the gun, looking to throw on 3rd down. Firing for the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. He got it, feet down in bounds.
And you want these guys that can take the top off of defense. It changes the way they're going to play coverage on you, and he does it right here. Just runs by the DB. He had no chance to try to catch up with him. Makes the big play down the field. And this will change the way you play defense against this guy the rest of the game.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Miami's offense comes out ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled and you realize what's going on, now I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find some momentum. So now it's on this defense to stop that, all right? You're a little bit upset based on what just happened the previous drive. You've got to bow up again and go back to what was working earlier in this game.
Look out! And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the frustration on this guy's face. He's one of the best receivers in college football, and they knew coming into this game that he had to get touches, but you can't say enough about how good this defense has been defending him. They've always had an answer, whether it's single coverage, double coverage, man or zone. They have not let him go off, and that's a big reason why they're winning this game.
Darian Mensah from the gun on 3rd down. Finds his target down the middle. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big time
snags it, and there's running room. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down.
How nice is it in this offense to have your best receiver playing in the slot? You're matching him up against linebackers, against safeties, or nickel corners. Nickel corners are oftentimes the defense's 3rd best cornerback. This guy is virtually uncoverable.
And the Hurricanes with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Mensah. Oh, it's picked off. Oh, at the worst possible time. Looking for more room. He'll be stopped, but not before getting the football and picking up big yardage on the return. What a play there.
And how about this defense, man? You talk about providing a spark and some energy. They make the big interception. I think most importantly, Jesse, set their offense up in ridiculous field position.
And that's one thing this defense practices so much throughout the week, right? It's creating turnovers. They are so opportunistic on that side of the football. And they've got athletes. They've got dudes that are dangerous once they get the ball in their hands. And you saw it right there on that tremendous return.
Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And he's in. Touchdown, Tigers. He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Here comes the Hurricane offense looking to gather a little more strength. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense going deep. And that'll be incomplete, man. That would have been a big hitter on 1st down, but 2nd down's coming up.
Well, the QB knew coming into this one it was going to be tough. They have a lot of athletes on the back end, but today, guys just not able to separate. Accuracy hasn't always been perfect, and as a result, they've got another ball getting knocked away for an incompletion.
Throwing, Mensah. Out wide right, it's Lofton. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work. So an example of a tight end doing a little unheralded work to set up a much better 3rd down situation.
And I like the QB here, Reese. I like the decision where I understand, let's get this football out, let's get some positive yards, and then get to 3rd down, and we can still have a better situation now because we got rid of the football and took the yards that were there.
You got to be impressed with the quarterback on that last play because he's already been sacked a ton of times in this game. He knows he does not have a lot of time to survey the field, get through his progression. So as soon as he feels a lane to take off and run, he's going to take it. And a really nice job that time, showing off the athleticism and picking up the 1st down.
Drops back on 1st down. With the catch, it's Jacobs.
It's a nice job running the in route there by the receiver. And the best thing he did after he made his break, he didn't trail and fade away. He actually attacked the football. That's a good lesson for young receivers out there watching.
That last completion left him with 2nd and 3. Let's see how aggressive they are. Here's Mensah to throw. Here comes the heat. Takes a hit as he fires. If the quarterback's a little more on target there, maybe they hook up, but it's an incompletion.
And I thought the game plan has been so good by this defense, man. They know exactly who his go-to guy is out wide, and they're doing a great job of mixing up coverage, taking that away. Listen, this QB doesn't have to go to him, and that's why I think you look next. Who's your next best playmaker that can make something happen for you? Maybe go find him because they're locked in on that star out wide.
Listen, his team's obviously down in this game, but it's not his fault. I mean, this guy showed up to play. He's been churning out big play after big play. Already over 100 yards rushing in this game. He's carrying his weight. He needs his buddies around him now to pick up the slack a little bit and help get this team back in the game.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Running inside, it's Brown. They got it blocked just enough and a good gain on that run.
And a nice job by the running back, finding space, getting downhill, making the good run. Great job finishing with his pads.
Third down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it. It'll be fourth down.
Hey, give the defense a lot of credit on that one. Third and about 5. Offense going RPO, so they're really putting you in a bind, but everybody doing a nice job reading their keys, and they're able to stop the back short of the first down marker. Big decision coming up here for the offense.
Facing this double-digit deficit here in the second half, almost a no-brainer to go for it on fourth down. Needs it. Uh-oh, look out. And he's brought down, but they believe the offense could convert the fourth down, and it paid off. The Hurricanes will hustle to the line.
Love the call going RPO here on fourth and short. How about the running back? This is a guy that gets the tough yards. He finds ways to get those hidden yards. He can push the pile, drive the legs. Showed you that right there.
Right side, it's Fletcher. And he runs through one tackle and picks up a few. Really helps the play calling when you get 8 on first down. It's 2nd and 2. They'll go to the counter. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another play off here in the third. That's the end of the quarter, and Auburn has the lead. They built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we got here. Now just about ready to snap it to start the fourth. They go back to work with the first down in the final period of this one. Driving forward, it's Fletcher. Surged ahead for a couple there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Going to audible here. Let's see what they do. Some misdirection with the counter. Brought down, but not before he bowled his way inside the 10 to the 8.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. Those 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter, they become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
First and goal, and this feels like their chance to give him a finish. Brown again. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Unleashes to the end zone. Had it in his hands for the score and let it fall to the turf. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
He'll be stopped right there. They kept it on the ground on 3rd and goal, and it did not pay off.
Man, if I'm quarterback right now, after this long of a drive down this close, I'm going for a touchdown here, Paul.
And I get that, but I've worn this defense out, man. I'm going to go for the touchdown right here. And if I miss, they got to go the whole length of the field to score a touchdown.
A field goal does not top the list of most helpful things at this juncture, so they'll go for it on 4th. Snags it, and he will score! Touchdown, Miami! And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Well, that was about as lengthy a drive as you're ever going to see. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Auburn's offense headed out to go on the attack. So that last touchdown made it a 2-possession game, but if this offense can do its job, they can put this one away. Wide receiver going in motion. Pulls it, fired, complete. Oh, he's got some space. He gets it past the 30, and they'll get him out of bounds at the 32. Auburn to the line in a hurry. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Cobb. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front?
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Brown wants to pass. Rush right in his face, and he avoids the sack.
I mean, sometimes you overthink it. Sometimes running the football on 3rd and short with the lead is not the worst thing in the world. Keep that clock ticking. And now decided to go for it, setting up a 4th down. And this looks like a situation where you should punt the football.
The kick is on its way. Trying to get started. Really explosive when he gets his hands on the ball, and he found a couple of crevices and made a nice game before being run out of bounds. The Canes offense comes onto the field looking to put together a drive. This certainly hasn't been their best day, but there's no time for mistakes now. They have to execute if they want to snatch this thing from the fire. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Well, this running back has struggled to find anywhere to go, and I think one reason why is this linebacker and his speed. He did a great job there identifying where the ball was going to go. He didn't let anybody block him, made his way to the running back and got him on the ground. Nice job.
2nd and long here. Here's Darian Mensah to throw. Fires to the wideout. Catch in the middle, it's Jacobs. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the 4th quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
And the Canes will line it up on 1st and 10. One more time, it's Brown. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Second down, gonna throw it. They're working that left side. That completion will take it close to the 5-yard line. They'll mark it at the 6.
Well, down 2 possessions. Good news is you get the completion. Bad news, though, did not get out of bounds. You know right now, saving the clock. That is at a premium for this offense.
And the Canes trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Motion from the back. Out wide right, it's Fletcher. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. The Canes come to the line in the hurry-up. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. That drive covered 55 yards for the score and closed the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Tigers send out the offense to go to work. That last score the defense allowed made it a one-possession game, and there is plenty of pressure to have a productive drive here. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Cobb. Crosses the 30 to the 31 on a 6-yard pickup.
And if you'd have told this defense that they stuffed this great running back today, they'd have taken it. They'd have been happy, but the offense has still put up production, and they're still in the lead, trying to find a way to finish this one off.
Big 3rd down coming from their own 31. Defense tries to get off the field. Brown will throw it. Here's an interception. Oh, did they need that turnover? Turning it on. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Hurricane. Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is good, and every point counts. It's now a 4-point lead in the 4th. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. Well, the good news is they threw a touchdown pass last time. It was just to the wrong team, Jesse.
Well, that's an unfortunate part of the game for quarterbacks, but guess what? They do happen, so you've got to be able to turn the page here and lead this offense.
Well, I think you know this defense is going to be aggressive. They're going to jump routes. They're going to play aggressive. You've got to take advantage of that. Maybe use that this time to your advantage.
And after that run, getting right back up to the line of scrimmage to go hurry up, defense has to be ready.
Back to pass on 2nd down. We've reached the 2-minute timeout, and time is of the essence for this offense to get things done. They're going to keep this drive going. You'll have to make a play on 3rd and long from the 26. Brown wants to pass. Under pressure. Still on his... And he can't find anyone open, and down he goes. A sack here late in the 4th.
I love players that step up in big situations, in big moments of big games like that, late in this game on 3rd down, and just get the job done. That defender, an outstanding job. Outstanding work right there on that pass rush.
Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. Gets it away, good distance, but more importantly, just the direction he wanted. And here comes that Miami offense back onto the field. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense did a great job. Now, the offense, you know what you're going to get from this defense. They have to be aggressive. They're trying to get the football back later in the game, Jesse.
Because they're going to be so aggressive too, David, you know, on offense now, you have a chance to break one maybe in the run game or finding a one-on-one matchup in the passing game to really pad the lead.
They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. Back has it. They make the stop, but not before the chains move and the Wildcat formation pays off. And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. They'll move the tight end. The handoff, keep working on that clock.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
And the Hurricanes inside the final minute trying to wind this clock to 0. Takes the handoff. It's Pringle. Tackled almost immediately. Not a whole lot on that one. Now the Tigers will spend their third and final timeout. And now they are powerless to stop the clock with a timeout. Third and long coming from the 27-yard line. You can make a field goal from here, just don't take a negative play. There he goes. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to put this one in the vault.
Man, the nicest thing in sports to have is to be able to rely on the run game, to have the lead and be able to run that clock out. Just watch it tick, and the defense can do nothing about it. And that right there gets it done. Leaning on the ground game, and Jesse, I don't know about the clock, but that thing's about to run out.
And that's really the identity of this offense, too. They are going to be physical. They're going to run the ball even when you know it's coming. And in that situation where you just need one first down to end the game, you can go out and execute like that. They're going to feel good after this one.
And it looks as if the offense will just take a knee.